Yeah, so this drawing, reflection, yeah, for this one I wanted to do something with a lot of details. I wanted to develop my skills and learn, so I wanted something with a lot of details in it. And then I was just, looking out for ideas. I kept my mind open for a couple of days for inspiration. And then, for some reason, I was thinking of how sometimes we're able to hide our feelings and real emotions. Like, it could be just boredom, or I hate my job, but I've got to pay the bills, things like that. And it happens differently for each person, but it could be maybe in the morning you're having your cup of coffee, washing your face, and you think, okay, now I'm ready for the day. Now I'm gonna put on the strong face and face my day. So this is it. This captures that moment of a woman's life, a woman's day. She's in front of her makeup stand, and she's getting herself ready, not just appearance-wise, but mentally. She's thinking, okay, now I'm ready for the day. And yeah, and then, so she's gonna, people are gonna see what she wants them to see. But only she can see her real reflection, her real feelings inside. And I went and put the scene together. I got my mirror, my makeup, my perfume, but it wasn't that detailed because I said I wanted it to be very detailed. So I got this solution of getting images of each item from the internet and then putting them together in one drawing. And yeah, that's a solution, but there's things that I had to look out for. Such as each item had to be photographed in the same lighting conditions and all also photographed from the same angle. And yeah, one of the difficulties I found is the wallpaper. I couldn't find a wallpaper that is photographed from an angle, all just front pictures. So what I did is I downloaded this picture of a front angle. I put it on my laptop screen and then I photographed it with my phone from an angle. So that was the picture that I used for this reference, and you can see how the lines are changing directions, and even these details, their sizes change, because it's all about the perspective you look at it from. And
I think as you've described that process now, and you did describe it to me a few weeks ago, I think that's kind of pinpointed for me this intrigue I felt when I was looking at your drawing, because it didn't feel like this was just a drawing of some things on a shelf and a bit of a mirror and a bit of a reflection. It felt more complex than that. And actually, you've composed this, you've contrived this picture with quite a lot of thought, and I think that comes through. And across the whole picture, there's an attention to detail that I see. So the wallpaper is as important as the person in the mirror, is as important as the lipstick. And it's interesting the way in which you've just described this, almost like collaging together, this building up of the image, rather than a snapshot of a dressing table top. Does that make sense? And I think that quality of your thinking and looking comes through the drawing. That's why, to me, it's a strong.
I tried to hide it, that it's not just separate elements.
Yeah.
I was hoping that wouldn't be obvious, but I can see it because I've done that. I can see it. Yeah, so it's that attention to detail to put it all together and to cover your tracks. Yeah, and also for me, what I like the most part that I love is this part. It's the most complicated thing I've ever done. At first, I didn't think I was able to pull it off. I thought it's too difficult. But then I thought, why not? I want to learn, I want to develop my skills, and if I don't challenge myself, I'll never learn. If I don't force myself to do things that I think are too difficult for me, I'm never going to grow.
Should we look at this one and the story behind it?
Well, it's same as the previous one. It's a combination between two images as well. Maybe you can't see it. Well, it started with a picture of myself. Here, some details. I didn't want it to be that plain. Put the scarf over my face, took a selfie, and then, I draw the jumper, the scarf, and then I thought, when I got to the face part, I wasn't comfortable with putting my face in an artwork. So also I searched for a woman's portraits. The only thing that I had to look out for is the shape of the face to fit in. And inspiration, I was thinking how sometimes we feel trapped in a situation or in life when it might be dark, but there is light outside, but we don't know our way to it. Maybe someone else will know the solution or how to get out, but we don't know it. We're just trapped in that darkness. And how these thoughts came around is, I was thinking of this incident that happened a few months ago. I don't know if you've heard of it. It was all over the news. This woman in Iran that was killed because she didn't cover her hair. And I was thinking of how women, their parents or the society or schools put them in boxes. They design the boxes that they have to be in. And they don't know the way out of that box. Someone else maybe would have the braveness, be more brave or see the solution, but you might just be in that darkness. Yeah.
Do you want to say something about the place where you work? Because I know, you're in Leeds, but you're not part of any studio group. So tell us about where you work and how you get time to do it.
I work in my living room. I don't know any artists. This is the first time ever meeting other artists. I'm not very social, that's why I'm just in my living room, not meeting people. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to show my art and talk about my art, meet other artists.
Going forward, what do you hope to do in the future or achieve in the future? Because I think you said this was your first exhibition. I hope it's been a good experience. Does it make you think I want more of that? It's making me want to make more art, and because I've loved the experience of talking about it with other artists and how they understand it or how they would relate to it in their own way. So it's been interesting because I thought that, at first I didn't have much confidence. I thought, because only my family looks at my art and they always say, oh, it's great, you're a great artist. And I thought, they're obligated to say that. My mum's obligated to tell me, you're a great artist. So, and I didn't think that people would understand. Now, explaining these two, I've spoke about, feelings, life, emotions, and it's a bit difficult to speak about those things, and I'm not sure if people would understand what I'm saying. So now that I've experienced it, and I know that people might understand and might relate in their own way, in their own stories, so it's making me want to make more art. I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. I'll come to you when I've got more art. Any questions from